What is the most frightening thing you have ever woken up to? If I hadn't woken up when I did, my entire family, including my children, would be 6 feet under right now. I woke up one morning to a blinding migraine, one of the worst I have ever had in my life. My husband got up to retrieve my migraine medicine, and I heard a loud crash in the hallway. I got up slowly and shuffled as best I could toward the sound. I found my husband laying on the floor passed out. I was very confused. I stood there staring at him. He opened his eyes and said, "Something is wrong. We have to get the kids out." He got up again, and we began walking toward the kids' rooms. However, it felt like the weight of our own bodies were like that of bricks. It was very difficult to move each leg to walk. I passed out on the way. When I came around, I got up and began my journey again toward the kids' room. I found my husband on the floor of the kitchen with our son. I pushed him with my foot and called his name as loudly as I could. I did the same with my son. They both opened their eyes, and I told them to crawl to the front door. Oh no, our daughter is still up there. I told my husband I was going back in to get our daughter. I then went to the kids' room and must have passed out again. When I woke, I got my daughter out of the bed. She was blue and not responding. She was so tiny. She was 3 at the time. She is very small for her age, so she was the size of a year-old, not a 3-year-old. She weighed next to nothing, but when I went to pick her up, it was as if she weighed a ton. I dragged her toward the front door. At this point, I believed her dead. She was cold to the touch, blue, and would not respond to attempts to wake her. I told myself that I would lay her on the porch, go back in the house to call 911, and lay down in there to die with my child. I went in to get the phone and passed out 2 more times. I finally managed to retrieve the phone. I made my way to the front of the house, and when I got to the door, my daughter's eyes were open and the color was returning. The fire department arrived and took us all to the hospital. We all had to be treated for carbon monoxide poisoning. Lethal levels, they told me, are 30 per square foot. My home was over $500 per square foot. I was told there is no explanation as to why any of us woke up. We should be dead. Remember to replace your detector's batteries.